Hey everybody, my name is Jake Brown from General RV and welcome to our virtual showroom. Let's take a look at some of the features of this gorgeous RV.
Thanks, Jake. Hi folks, I'm Tom Bennett with the General RV and we're up here at American Coach. Got Mike right here and we're gonna take a sneak peek at what's really an unfinished RV. It's still in construction. The guys at American Coach were nice enough to let us take a look, but it's a brand new 2021 Anniversary Edition American Eagle 45K, and I can't tell you how excited I am to see it. We're gonna go take a look at a few things inside, then come outside and talk about a few things there. Let's take a look. Wow. First thing you notice when you walk in is the woodwork. Absolutely beautiful. It's this hydro-dipped wood. It's the best stuff there is, and let me tell you, does it shine. Looks fantastic.
This is the black liquid Denali, wood inside.
Yeah, decor here is just truly amazing. You have the Apex furniture with heated seats, motorized recliners. You have lights and USB chargers built in right here. These are right across from your TV as well. And you have another couch here which has a sleeping arrangement as well. I'd like to start off talking about the chassis and dash equipment up here first. So if you'd like to take a seat. So of course this is on the Liberty Bridge foundation on an SL605 chassis, meaning it has the 605 horse ISX engine. It's as big as they make. It's got 1950 for torque and just absolute power when you need it. Also a 4000 series transmission. Now with what you see up here, you have the Optiview digital dash system. So when you have that on there, it'll show you all of your different features and speedometer, tire pressure monitoring, all in an easy to read spot right there. You have a controller for your 3-stage engine brake and your transmission right here. Of course, you can do your turn signal on the left side there. One thing that's really nice about the right here is that it has an active adaptive air system. So as you're driving down the road, the air leveling system is going to make sure that your level is exactly right. So no matter where you take this thing, it's going to adjust to fit the road near perfect. You've got the big independent front suspension system, a V-ride rear axle, and then that steerable tag. So at 45 feet, this is a very nimble, easy to maneuver RV. It's going to make your driving experience fantastic. Now you have two panels right here. These are your Excite information system panels. Very easy to operate any way you like. You can customize this to have navigation over here and cameras here, or vice versa. It has a split screen, and also it has a 360 view camera system.
Yeah, essentially there's no blind spots around this whole 45-foot unit.
Absolutely not. And if you see right here, it will actually show you a top view of the RV and everything that's around you. That's part of that 360 system. Makes it very easy to maneuver and park and just to see everything that's around you. Also up front you have a Mobileye collision avoidance system. So that has lane departure tracking. It has a tracker for car links of the vehicle in front of you, and then an infrared tracker. All safety features that make this RV safe and easy to operate. Also you have adjustable pedals. You have a steering wheel that tilts and telescopes. And then in the 2021 model year, there's also an option for RoadWatch, which is an adaptive cruise control system that also has active braking.
So the RoadWatch is going to actually control your brakes, where the Mobileye is just going to be a visual and audio alert.
Yes, video and audio with the Mobileye, but the Freightliner component RoadWatch system is adaptive cruise control, just like you have in a high-end vehicle these days, has now finally made it to RVs. So all right, let's take a look in the living room here. We talked a bit about the furniture and your layout here. This layout itself has a wonderful kitchen area. You see you have this fixed portion here. This is all solid quartz all the way around.
This year we got the waterfall pull-out as well, which is very nice looking.
Looks fantastic. I absolutely love it. Also, you have the big farmhouse sink, and I understand this is still in construction here, so you have to take in mind here that it's not fully set up, still being made, but a really large farm style sink, lots of counter space all the way around. This is recessed and has covers too, so plenty of storage as well. I believe this is the dishwasher as well. A double knock there.
You got what kind of feature we got here?
There you go. Yeah, here's your dishwasher. I love how they finished the front with that hydro dipped wood as well. Just really looks great. And some extra storage on this side. Even in the cabinetry you have for your drawers, this is dovetailed, all solid woods all the way around. True quality and craftsmanship is something that we all really
That's correct. You
appreciate.
ain't got to worry about having stapled drawers where you're going to have to pull them and their fronts are going to come off.
So here's just a really cool feature. All Samsung appliances and electronics all the way around, but you actually have the screen door here.
Well, the inverter's probably not on right now, so we're probably not going to have power going to the refrigerator.
Pop that thing on. One thing I want to point out for you here is that you have a Firefly multiplex wiring system right here. So this controls everything in the RV, your slides.
Kick on the generator real quick, and we'll get access to that.
Sounds good. You have all motorized day-night blinds that you can control right from here. You also have the theater mode. You press one button and it drops everything into place. I think it's just a really cool feature. And one thing the American Eagle does have, we were talking about a moment ago, is it is a completely connected system. Meaning if you're 100 miles away from your RV, the Wi-Fi connectivity that you have built in here, you can turn your ACs on, you can make adjustments to this all from your cell phone, no matter where you are. It's the only thing like it, and I think it's really a great feature.
No longer staying within that 40-foot Bluetooth range, controllable, as you said, anywhere.
So while we're here with appliances, I think it's important to note too that this has a 600D Aqua Hot system. So that's a hydronic heating system that's made to, what's the best one they make? It has electric and diesel fuel. It's a tankless hot water heater system, and it's also a heating system using heat exchangers. So same humidity as the air you breathe. It makes it very comfortable, and it's very accurate as to what temperature you set.
Yeah, typically a propane furnace is going to dry out the air. As you hit the humidity, it's going to stay the same. When you wake up in the morning, you're going to feel refreshed. You don't have that stuffed up feeling and the headaches when you get up from your sinuses agitating you. That is a big benefit of the Aqua Hot.
Absolutely. So now that we have this on, I wanted to show you here that you have your touchscreen smart refrigerator here. Just a really cool feature. You know, you can be at the grocery store, take a look at the cameras in here and see exactly what you need to get. Of course, you can write this in here and do memos and everything else. I think it's just a really cool thing to have.
Put pictures of the kids up there, anything you want.
I guess you can.
They've came a long way.
They certainly have. So moving back here, one thing I want to point out is that you have a fully tiled area. There is no carpet in this vehicle whatsoever. And part of how that is achieved is that you have an HWH hydraulic slide system built into the vehicle. So this slide lifts and comes in all hydraulic. It's reliable, easy to work on if you need to, and it allows for you to have a fully tiled RV. One thing I think is pretty great here as well is that they actually detail your tiles to match on both sides, so it looks seamless. That attention to detail is truly fantastic. Lots and lots of storage here. It's all matching hydro dipped wood, just like you see up front. Some storage behind here as well. And you can see you have your safe built in there. So lots and lots of storage. So if you have a full-time use or a long-term use planned, this is going to be an RV that accommodates literally everything you can imagine. Moving back to the bathroom, I'd like to first point out your shower here. It's a fully tiled shower. You can see the marble built into the back, just beautiful. It's got the long drain right there. So the
nice hidden drain, doesn't stand out as in a typical shower.
Absolutely, and then you have the rainfall shower head right there, as well as a normal movable one there too. Moving towards the back here, of course you got lots of storage built in, and then a stackable Samsung washer dryer. In the back of the RV here, you have a full closet from end to end here. You also see your additional chairs built in, and there's a little spot over here for shoes. Really great amount of storage. And then right behind you here, you can see you have an exit door. So this will fold down. It has a nice place for you to put your feet as you walk down if you ever need to. And then here we go to the dual vanities. Nice big vanities, plenty of space in there. Really nice design in the water heads there too.
Very sleek, modern look. I like that.
And it's the same quartz as you have everywhere else. It's just truly opulent. Okay, so let's take a look at a few things outside.
Let's do it.
So Mike, we talked a bit about the chassis at the steering wheel there, but I want to go over again about the Liberty Bridge foundation. So what most RVs have is a raised rail platform. It's got those C-channel rails that come across there. They may weld some additional bracing, outriggers, things like that, and that's it. The Liberty foundation is the only fully integrated chassis foundation in the industry. It utilizes I-beams in place of C-channel rails, so they're 30% stronger than what you typically see. What that means for you is, as you drive this RV thousands and thousands of miles, it's going to have less twist, which means fewer worries about cracked tiles or things twisting out of place and things like that. It's going to allow this motor that's made to go forever to actually have an RV that can last with it.
Correct. You pair that I-beam construction with those interlocking extrusions that we have at top and bottom. It just holds that structure so tight. It makes sure all of your drawers open up, your cabinets don't hit when you shut them. Just gives you all that added benefit and keeps your unit quiet and leak-free.
I can see why that's so important to folks looking at RVs like this, because you don't make an investment in a vehicle like this without expecting it to have the longevity that you'd like to have with it. So it makes a lot of sense to me. So some more about the Liberty Foundation. It's not just the I-beams, it's the entire length and width of the RV, a cage design. It is built, not braced. So it allows for things like a center-mounted fuel tank. Most are going to have a fuel tank right here at the front. You can see the fuel fills right up there. With it mounted in the middle, you don't have to worry about the RV ride changing whether you have a full or an empty tank of fuel. I think that's a really nice piece of design. Also, it gives you a taller storage area. So these big pass-through storage bays you have right here, take a look, are going to be a little bit taller. And then another thing I would want to point out here is that you have a motorized slide-out tray.
And that makes getting your cargo a heck of a lot more easier. You're not crawling in no more, breaking your back to get what you got in the middle of your basement.
It's nice and easy. Both of them are motorized, and it's just a real luxury feature. You don't have to worry about any of that stuff.
While you're running that back in, what I like to point out is there's no carpet inside these luggage boxes at all, which makes it very nice, easy to clean. They're bright. You spill a tiki torch in here, it cleans so easy. You can spray it out with the water hose. That's the exact same material they're using in car washes. So that just tells you about how durable it is.
Absolutely, and that's the fiberglass liner that you have on there.
Correct.
I'd like to also point that behind that fiberglass, this has a steel lined storage bay. So steel underneath and then fiberglass on top. Also the chassis, the Liberty Foundation, is what they call E-coated. So it's a powder-coated chassis. It's made to handle things like salt, snow. Anywhere you take the RV, it's going to be prepared to handle what you're running into. The chassis itself, so with the Freightliner components you have in axles. Your front axle, of course, is the ZF IFS independent front suspension axle with a wheel cut as much as 60 degrees. Your drive axle here is the V-Ride suspension. So what V-Ride suspension is it has these added torsion bars on top of the piece, and then your actual, what do you call that thing on the bottom?
Your trailing arms?
Your trailing arms
Yep.
are 5-inch tubular steel. So the added strength in there is going to give you better roll stability and better sway. So anytime you might go over something that would make the RV tip a little bit, it's going to go right back to center and allow for your drive to be much more comfortable.
And another benefit of that V-Ride while you're on that, Tom, is when you're going through the mountains and you're taking them curves, you can do them with confidence and speed. Typically, if you don't have that, you're going to get your unit to twist a little bit, and it's going to want to drift outside your lane. So with the V-Ride paired with the Liberty Bridge, it essentially eliminates all of that.
That's fantastic. Another part worth mentioning here is that this has UltraSteer. What that means is that it has a steerable tag axle. So that far tag axle in the back will actually turn with the RV, which gives you 17% better, or is it 17% better?
17% turn radius, yes.
17% better turn radius.
The actual wheel turns at 12 degrees.
So even at 45 feet, you're going to be able to park this RV anywhere you'd like to put it, and I think that's really a great feature. Side-mounted radiator, of course. I'd like to show you something up front as well. The all-new redesigned front cap of this RV truly looks fantastic. You have, and I understand it's still in construction here, so we have some stickers to take off, but it's got the chrome package. It has the top-mounted mirrors. These top-mounted mirrors are going to give you better visibility as you're driving around, and also top-mounted windshield wipers. So you're working with the gravity right there. It makes it nice and easy to keep your window clean.
Yeah. And one thing with the American Coach in 2021, we're able to make all the American Coach have a similar look. Each product has its own defined look, but you can tell it's in the same family. And you get that a lot with products throughout the industry with, like, say, a Porsche, a Jeep. You look at them, you know it belongs to that family. And that we can do that with our American Coach.
Absolutely, it looks fantastic. Also behind here, you have a 12,500 watt generator. So anything you decide to run in the RV, it's gonna be nice and easy. I'm really impressed with this. I love the liquid Denali wood and all the features you have here. It truly doesn't get any better.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you go to generalrv.com/virtual showroom to check out thousands of our RVs, motorhomes, travel trailers, and fifth wheels. We'll see you on the lot.